Welcome to Amazing Buys, where we discuss shopping, fragrance, and do reviews. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the notification bell, like and subscribe, and let's see what's new at Five Below. Starting off in the summer vacation area, they have lots of colorful tumblers. These are called Hyper Quench, and they're stainless steel tumblers going for $5. Right next to it, they have smaller tumblers with cute designs like bows and flowers. You can find lots of neat things in this area, especially if you have like a small group or just going by yourself, like this cooler. These are things that I would take if I don't want to carry too much, whether I'm by myself or it's just me and the kids and we want to go to the beach or just like a little small picnic. These would be very nice. And like I said, these are affordable. These are coolers as well. They're just in a bunch of different sizes. So I think you have like at least 3 different sizes. Five Below does have a section for sandals. These flip-flops are going for just $2. So you have a bunch of different designs. A lot of people use these if they're going to the pool. Speaking of pool, they have lots of pool accessories, floaties. They even have a cooler that I thought was interesting. All of this is just for $5. I need to go to the pool myself. Did you guys see on the news how hot the US is right now? Oh my gosh. Y'all stay safe out there. Use sunscreen. This is their towel selection. I don't know what Five Below's obsession with pickles is, but I always see it there. These are their new aqua swim shoes. I think it's always nice to have that if you don't want to worry about stepping on rocks at the beach, or even if you're at a splash pad. I think they're pretty useful. Something that goes viral every year is these inflatable projector screens. They're $20. Amazon also has their own, so keep that in mind if you don't want to get the Five Below version. These are their new summer shirts, and I thought this one was hilarious. It says, "Fireworks director, I run, you run." That is so true. Now let's take a look at their new clothing. They have lots of PJ sets, a variety of some sportswear. So this is also in animal print, as you can see. This is a look at their summer dresses that they have out. I'm not really feeling these, but if you do, they're only $5. So it's not a bad price. On to the next section. They still have their Disney Stitch stuff going strong. That movie is still in theaters. I've seen this Stitch neon wall art, but they actually had one of Angel. I think this is a neat idea for a room if, like, your child is into Lilo and Stitch. I spotted press-on nails and this fragrance and lip gloss set. Now this item is pretty neat. If you have an Apple Watch and you like Stitch, they do have the watch charms. To the beauty section, they have these European summer earrings. I am loving how the colors pop on those earrings. Speaking of Disney, they do have detangler brushes like Minnie, Tinkerbell. They have Care Bear, and I did find these warming pads like in cute little characters, I guess you can say. That is boba, fries, and avocado. Five Below's traveling section is always worth looking at. Most of this stuff is $1. Those eyebrow scissors are very useful. I use them on my husband and they work very well. They still have lots of body butter. That's just plain vanilla, but they also have body polish for the same price, and it's either vanilla or strawberry. These beauty products are pretty much something you can use on the go, something to just stick in your purse. Like, they're pretty small, so keep that in mind. Let me tell you, one thing I definitely would not get is that $3 hair eraser. I tried something similar in the past before, and when I tell you that thing scrapes up your skin, girl, just pass on it. The most expensive thing over here is the $5 brush set. At the top, they had some cute glitter freckles. I seen something similar at Target before, and I'm noticing a lot of SpongeBob items. They have a fragrance and lip gloss set and a Barbie one. My store had a lot left over from Easter, like these Peeps, Smarties, and Sour Patch beauty products. So if you missed out on that, you may still be able to find it in stores. Walmart had some SpongeBob cosmetics, and Five Below is saying, move over. We're getting our own too. So it's just $5. If you have like a SpongeBob fan in your house, I think that's a cute idea. And they still have the press-on nail set, 36 pieces. I've seen these dupes before, but it looks like their collection expanded. This is supposed to be, I think it's called a Bioma, like a Bioma dupe. They have lots of hair care products in that collection. This is also a dupe of something. Just can't put my finger on what it is for sure. As a matter of fact, now that I'm looking at this section, I think all of these are a dupe of something. I think the top is supposed to be that like Drunken Elephant brand. Korean skincare is very trendy right now, so this brand is called Esfolio. This is also on on Amazon. So these face mask sets are going for $5. My store is pretty much wiped out on the Touchland dupes. The only one left is vanilla and macadamia. Those are going for $4. Now I made a short about this. This is the Sabrina Carpenter Cherry Baby dupe. Cherry Darling smells very similar. It doesn't have that medicinal spicy kick as the original, but it does still smell nice. It's just a lot more simple. Caramel Mousse is obviously a dupe of Caramel Dream. This smells very similar, like a lot closer to the OG than the cherry one. This one just happens to smell a lot powdery than the OG. So as a dupe, it's not bad. It's just $5. To be honest, if you're on a budget and you can't afford the OG, I would opt for these. They're honestly not bad and they're pretty close as far as the scent. For the next dupe, I showed you guys that they do have the Ariana Grande Cloud dupe, but they actually have the Pink Cloud dupe. This is called Soft Cloud Ruby Sky. Honestly, it does smell very similar. It's just lighter and less fruitier. Okay, I showed you guys Elixir, that is a Kayali dupe. They also have this Baccarat Rouge dupe called Scarlet Rogue. I know I'm saying dupe a lot, I'm sorry, but that's what they are. Believe it or not, this does smell like Baccarat Rouge. It has notes of jasmine, saffron, and amber. I would say that it's not as smooth as the original, obviously, but it does smell like Baccarat Rouge. I feel like that dupe has been done so many times at this point. So this is a look at their new candles. These are pretty spot on with the name. That one smells like coconut, that smells like cherry, that smells like lavender. This one is a bit weird. To be honest, I preferred these, going for $5.55. Bake Day does smell like cupcakes with vanilla icing. Laundry Day smells like linen, and then Beach Day smells like a beach candle pretty much. They do have some new boba candles. They're not very strong in scent, to be honest. This is a look at their new room decor. Most of the items in this section is for $5.55. The one that caught my attention was the Mouse and Cheese, and then this Once Upon a Time book. If your child's room has like a fairy tale theme to it, or even Disney, I think that this would look great on display. I don't pay too much attention to the incense section, but they do have a Hello Kitty aroma reed diffuser. I saw scents like white tea and jasmine, cactus blossom, and on the side they even have some potpourri, which I haven't seen that in a while. This end cap was filled up with like containers. This is like a Lazy Susan container, I guess you can say. All of these are going for $5.55. We've seen plenty of these before. In the 5 and Beyond section, they have some new workout gear, plenty of items for outdoor like roller skates, basketball hoops. I would say that most of these items are ranging between $15 to $25. One thing that I found interesting was the socket light fan. I don't think I've ever seen this before. It says 2-in-1 LED light and fan. I'm kind of interested to find out how strong the actual wind is from the blades and how this works. I mean, guys, we're in a whole heat wave, so people gotta do what they gotta do. Once it gets close to back to school time, Five Below brings out some very cute keyboards. Last year, I got my kids a keyboard set from Five Below, and people from their school asked them where they got it from all the time, so you can find some pretty good stuff here. Next up, I wanted to show you guys the new phone accessories. They do have this cute stitch one. As you can see, the glitters and the shimmeries fall down. They have more than one stitch one, but I couldn't get to it because someone was standing there. But they still have the candy ones, and as you can see, that has been sitting there a while because it is not moving. Since I showed you the Stitch Apple Watch charms, I wanted to show you the other character ones that they have. In the workout section, they do have tumbler pouches, which I don't think I've seen before. Wouldn't know how that is used, to be honest. I thought that this was cute. They do have an accessory set, and they also have mini tumblers. I guess you can use that for a party. I don't know really what you would use that for, but they have them in white and pink. Two of the plushies, me and my son thought these were funny. These are like dog puzzle plushies, I guess you can call it. If you buy more than one, they actually do fit in each other's pieces, I guess you can say. Above them, they have the colorful bears. I call them gummy bears because how they look. Walmart has something similar, but I think Walmart's version is a little bit bigger. I see Harry Potter plushies, SpongeBob, Disney. You know, the movie How to Train Your Dragon just came out, where they do have little mini toothless plushies there going for $5. I wanted to look in the sensory section, and I see that they have the 3D viewers. Do you guys remember those from when we were kids? Because I used to play with them all the time. In the candy section, I thought this was interesting. It's called Violet Crumble, and it's made out of honeycomb. It says it's an Australian candy, so comment below if you've ever tried this. Now, I am noticing that Five Below is getting a bigger ramen selection. I've never seen this one before. It's ramen and rice cakes in there, and they have them in different flavors. This one is Korean barbecued flavor. For this next one, I spotted it in the Asian market before. I think it's Asia is the brand, and it's called Hot Ones Garlic Chili. So I've never tried it, but I have seen this on Rio ones. I've never seen Bulldog, at least I don't think. Not in Five Below. And for the Asia hot ones, this is sweet chili. Remember when I told you about Five Below's weird pickle obsession where they have pickle with chamoy cotton candy, which yuck, sounds disgusting. They do have the Selena Gomez Oreo cookies there, and this is just a look at the different snacks. So let's get back to that pickle thing because my store had a whole section of pickle items, pickle gummies. You have the sour punch bites where you're playing pickle roulette. Look at this shirt. I mean, I think pickles are okay. I like it every so often on my sandwich or burger, but comment below if you like pickles because I just think that's all a bit much. In the book section, they do have Little People Big Dreams. It's great for giving your kids a little history lesson. This is random, but they had A Nightmare Before Christmas manga. They have little cookbooks here and there. I've seen the ramen version of this. So now they have a bread recipe comic book. In their 4th of July section, I thought that this bazooka bubble blaster was pretty neat, especially because the bubbles smell like gum. And of course, they have the Sanrio characters with 4th of July gear. That is it for my walkthrough. Thank you for watching. And as always, have fun, stay blessed, and happy shopping.